Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. That is right, I am doing this without my model today because for some reason VTuber Studio and OBS are just not cooperating, so we're going to do it without a model tonight. This is going to be incredibly boring, and I apologize for that, but hey, you know what, we're going to do the best we can. When we last left off, we beat Garland, we found Matoya, who's missing her glass eye, or crystal ball, or crystal eye, and we found out that the Western Keep has a king who needs a crown to help restore it. So let's go and see what this king is all about here. Let's see what's going on with this king. Let's visit him in the Western Keep. Oh, kill the werewolf. Kill the werewolf right now. That's a poison, and I'm not dealing with that. The goblin guards are nothing. Poison. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, good. My white mages can kind of start... Ooh, I need to do some party reconfiguring here because Beans actually has more health than Rojo does, so I need to get Beans up the next slot up. So let's just go into configuration here really quickly here. Order. We'll switch you two around. There we go. Perfect. Get the people with the most health sitting at the top. Alright, so the Western Keep is right around here. No, this is not going to be good. Let's dogpile him. And then you can fire at everybody. Oh, 29 health. Fire up! Yeah, AoE magic spells. Yeah, boom! Good, that gets rid of them. Gets rid of him. Perfect. Yay! Lots of experience, lots of gold. Alright, here's the Western Keeps. This is where this king is. Kiki. Okay. What do you have to say for yourself? I was tricked by Astos, king of the Dark Elves, and now my castle's fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the Marsh cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? Sure, not a problem. I am on top of this. How many more spells do I have at level... I think I've got a couple more fibers kicking around, so we should be alright. Just in case I get another enemy configuration I don't feel like dealing with. This is less problematic. As long as they keep attacking my fighter, I should be okay. Because he's got some pretty beefy stat defense and everything now, so he's pretty good. Yeah, he reduces basically everything down to 1. So that's good. They can just dogpile that Giga Swarm at the top. Bosses are going to be so scary with this party combination. I'm terrified for bosses. Regular enemies, whatever. Bosses, I might have to actually power level these guys. I may actually have to go over top of my leveling here, so that's not good. They are only level 9 still. Yeah. That's about equivalent, I would say, to maybe... probably level 6, I would say. Maybe level 6, in terms of the stats and everything. Based on our NES comparisons that we're going to be making throughout the gameplay. So, yeah, it's kind of up and around there. Wow, we can't attack, we can't finish off the Warg Wolves. That is not good. 24 damage, that is scary. Ugh. Ugly. Ah, well, at least they all died. Okay, alright. Antidotes. I'm gonna need so many of those. Okay. So this is Elfheim. You, in terms of weapons, have nothing of value for me, right? I don't believe so. Nothing. Perfect. Love it. Let's get everybody healed up here. How much does it cost? 100 gil? Yeah. Gross. Gross, I don't like it. I don't like it, but... it's okay. There, we'll turn that all down. Ah, you can go with classic display if you like that CRT look too, by the way. We're not going to do that, because font style, no, definitely want it classic. BMG original. Boost. Change the balance on a variety of settings. Please note that this may have an effect on progression through the game. What? Does that just mean, like, things are going to give me more experience and whatnot? Oh, encounters. Oh my god, you can just turn encounters off? No encounters, ever. XP, gold, interesting. Interesting. So if you want to just... How much does it go? 4 times the amount of experience? Oh my god. Hi, Kiru. Hello. Oh my god. And then, like, just if you want all the money. Ha! No money. Nothing gives you any money. Ha! Oh, that'd be... I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay tonight, thank you. Armor. Armor. Let's check out the armor shop and see what they got for us. Boom, boom. Yeah, for some reason my model's not working, for this time around, so I don't know what's going on. I am so sorry. Oh yeah, the copper armlets. Yeah, gross. I was really hoping my model would work, but it's been so borked with VTube Studio. I don't know what's been going on, but it's just been dying. I can never get it to work consistently anymore. Everything is so expensive, and nothing's giving me enough money. Classic RPG experience. Okay, well... Actually, what do I have for items? 2 antidotes, a potion, and a tent. That's not gonna cut it. We need to go item shopping. Items. I think they're up here. Yeah, there we go. I definitely want at least 1 more tent. Yeah. And then we'll stock up on antidotes. Give me 10. Perfect. This might come back to bite me in the butt, but we'll see. It might have also been because I downloaded a new update for Stream Elements Live, and I'm sure that whenever you do any kind of updates on anything in OBS or OBS adjacent, it borks everything. So I'm gonna have to see what's going on after stream and see what's up. But we're gonna move it to the Marsh Cave now. We're gonna boogie on over. Ambushed by, well, remember how I said that we were gonna boogie over to the Marsh Cave? We're not. We're gonna wait. Because scorpions are atrocious. Look at that. And that's... Poison is awful in this game, by the way, just in case you were wondering. I want to kill these things because I want the money and the experience, but oh man, these things are terrifying. To have to fight them now is kind of scary, because I only really see them in the Marsh Cave. Yeah, you burn to death. Yeah, 900 experience and 280 gil. Yeah, you're dang right. Oh, that was a good level up for Night Veil, though. Heck yeah. And, yeah, the only way to get rid of it? Antidotes or spells. That's the only way to get rid of poison. You cannot get rid of it by sleeping at the inn. This is Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. This is the first Final Fantasy ever made. And I love it so much. This game is probably, even above Final Fantasy 7, I think this is my favorite game. This is the one that I've certainly played the most often. And you know what? We're going to buy some more... How many potions do I have? I definitely would want to see how many potions I've got. Potions? 7? And 11 antidotes? That's going to come back to... Well, it's not so much as that Final Fantasy is obscure. If I was playing the NES version, oh man, that would be obscure. That would be obscure if I was playing the original NES version. This is as close as I can get that I don't have to emulate. If I wanted to play the original NES, I would have to emulate it. Why? I don't want to fight you guys. No. Don't poison. Why are you running away, scorpions? Okay. You smack my fighter for 4 damage, and then you guys try to run away? Well, I should have stayed and just blasted them, but anyway. There we go. I should be getting a lot of preemptive strikes, because my guys have pretty good speed. So that, you can hit him, and you can dogpile the wolf. Hey, 69 damage. Nice. Yeah, 23. So hit him. It's not bad. I don't mind the damage that I'm taking now because I'm just going to end up saving before we get into the Marsh Cave anyway. There we go. Yeah, see? The gil, I think, that you get is very close to the original stats. I think the experience is too. The major change that I think they did with in terms of the leveling aspect is you don't need as much experience to get your levels up. You attack him. You attack him. And because I'm going to be saving with a tent, I'll get my MP back, so just roast him! Bop, bop, bop. But I prefer it this way, with not with the MP, but with the spells per day. I prefer it this way. It's a lot more strategizing that you need to implement in order to actually be effective in combat, as opposed to games that just use the MP, that you can just kind of fire them off as much as you want. Alright, so tent on our way in. That should give us full HP and full MP going into the Marsh Cave. This is the scariest place ever in the entire game. Because when you come here, you're at a fairly low level, and you don't have really good itemization or spells yet. And this dungeon, if you're not careful, will murderize you. So we should be at full spell. We're looking at full spell. Yep. Okay, so the Marsh Cave is the first real dungeon, I would argue, in this entire game, and it is terrifying. I get scared every time I'm here. Blast them. And we'll save our fires for later on. Oh! I needed the thunder spell. Oh, that would have been more helpful with what I have to fight in here. Oh well. We'll see how much money I manage to get if I need to run back and get some... Oh, of course I run right in front of... Hey, look at that. You can attack now. Oh, these are just bones. These guys are weak. Just stab them. As long as I can take out the crawler. Yeah, they should... Yeah, they drop pretty easily. Ow. They hurt, though. Oh, and they stunned. Of course they do, because they're undead. Okay. Okay, game. Relax. Relax with the stun. My god, I'm not getting stun locked in the Marsh Cave. That's not happening. Actually, you know what? I take it back. This isn't the worst place ever. The Earth Cave is the worst place ever. The Earth Cave is the worst dungeon in this entire game. I take it back. You have to do it twice. It's awful because everything can turn you to stone and poison you and stun lock you. It's awful. You'll see when we get there, but oh man. Oh man, it's awful. The Earth Cave is the worst dungeon in the entire game. Probably the worst designed, too. Chest contained a dagger. Well, I already have a dagger. Oh no, I don't have a dagger. I'm using a knife. Dagger! Yeah! More attack power. Okay, stack on the dude who can make the poison happen. I was so expecting him to get poisoned because I just suspect everything is gonna poison me in this game. Ugh! Stab him! Stab him or hit him with a mallet or something. There we go. Yeah, I think the XP is a little tuned up. Ah, money! You know what? I may go back. And, oh, nope. You deal with the... No. Dogpile him, and you're gonna roasty toast everybody. I'm actually gonna leave and go back, get Thunder, and then come back and do the dungeon delve. Getting that money is actually gonna be very, very helpful. As just, because what you have to fight in here, it's better if you have the... the Thunder spell as well. I mean, I have Thunder, but Thundra is much better. And plus, everything's chewing me up, and it'd be nice to get a little bit of a boost up on my itemization. Poison is so awful. The two worst status ailments in this game are poison and stone. Because poison, once it happens, you can only use an item to get rid of it or a spell. Even sleeping at an inn does not remove it. Stone is just awful because it's an instant kill. And because I'm leaving, just roast them. I'll just restock on my items when I get back to town. I really need the Thunder Spell for in here. I really need it. Just roast them. Yay, level up. Duh, that's a good level for him. Wow, Galahad got an amazing level up. Beans got a good level too. Rojo got a good level, and Nightveil got nothing. Money? Potion? Oh. Yes, please. Okay, we're going shopping. See, in the original game, though, not every chest had items in it, and sometimes they did what was called linked chests, which meant that if you went to one chest and took the item from there, it was actually connected to another chest in the same dungeon somewhere else, meaning that you could, in theory, get the same item in one of two different places. This game doesn't do that. This game makes it so that every chest has a unique item in it, so it is worth it to go around and grab stuff everywhere you can. If you go up in this northern path in the NES version, some of the items you get, you could have found in other spots of the cave, and so it's not always in your best interest to take the less trodden path. Sometimes you're better to just streamline, go to the end of the dungeon and just get out, because usually the linked chests have the big key items that you need. I think we're okay to just hoof it back. I know, I meant to go into the Marsh Cave, but this is just so... It's so necessary for me to have this spell. And trust me, when I get it, you'll see the damage that it does, you'll go, oh, yeah, you know what, it was worth it. Ah, of course he's stunned. Daya, also known as Harm. It missed. How does a spell miss? Well, it didn't miss that time, did it? It's so weird that it's... Oh, you know what it's doing too? You know what it's doing? Is it's not applying... Okay, so the way that XP is working in this game, if you just noticed it, I've been skipping it over really quickly, but I'll explain a little bit. So, we'll do this battle and I'll show you how it works, okay? Because it's a little bit weird how this is doing it. And you know, it's suck fire. Roast him! Roast him! There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, okay. I got 303 experience. That's not every character getting 303 experience. This is every character dividing 303 experience as evenly as possible among all the players. So that means that each player is getting less than 100 XP. Probably less than 80 XP. So that's how it works. So if you're wondering why your guys aren't leveling up as fast as they could be based on the experience gain, it's because it's not giving you a small number of experience and applying that same number to every person. It's applying more experience and then evenly distributing it. So the less players you have alive in your party, the more experience that gets distributed per person. Now, me being as the perfectionist that I am, I want to make sure that all of my characters are leveling up at the same time. So, this is where the life spell is really going to be important, because I'm going to want to make sure that my characters are alive to receive experience as much as possible. I believe to make the math work, it might round up as well, just to make the math make sense, so that it can evenly distribute it, or else you're going to wind up with some crazy round numbers, because you can't divide 303 experience evenly among 4 people, so it probably rounds to the nearest whole number or interval of that level, or amount. Find anything you're liking? Yeah, I want Thundara. Give me that. Oh man, that's going to make them go booms. Yeah. How much money do I have left? 3,000 gil. Huh. Huh. Well, I think I'm just gonna buy 3 of them. Yeah, why not? We'll just go optimal. We'll just go optimal. Yeah, cool. Alright. That's gonna keep the survivability up. And that still gives me more than enough money to stock up on some items and whatnot. So we're gonna do that. You know, the white magic I'm not too concerned with right now. White magic I'm in an okay spot with. I want 3 more to give me a round number there. I want more antidotes. And I want at least 2 tents. And then let's stock up on another 2 potions. Okay. That's much better. Okay. Now I feel much better going into the Marsh Cave. Getting those copper amulets, which is much cheaper in this version of the game than it is in the original. Much better. Okay. Let's do this again. To the Marsh Cave. You know what I am noticing, though? Is that I'm doing almost just as much grinding in this game as I would have probably in the original NES version, which is kind of interesting. I wouldn't have thought that I'd be doing the same amount of... I wouldn't have thought I'd be doing the same amount of XP grinding, or gil grinding, as I would in the original version. Now, this game goes up to max level of 99. At least as far as I know. I've never actually hit max level or close to it. In the original game, in the NES, it was 50. Now, you would never need to grind to level 50. It would take you way too long to get to that number. You usually beat the game for the original NES. Anytime I played the original NES and tried to beat it, I generally beat it around level 28 to 30. It's generally between 28 and 30 that I end up beating the original Final Fantasy. The Pixel Remaster version will probably be close to level 40-ish, because the levels are coming. I'm already level 11, and as I was mentioning earlier, that's probably comparative to about level 7 or 8, maybe. Man, the fights are coming furious today. Ahaha, 21 damage. Why? So much for those copper amulets! Ow! Oh, that was pain. Okay, you kill him. You guys gang up on him and you kill him. But now that we're getting into dungeons too, that little mini-map is going to be a godsend. And no, I wouldn't consider using the mini-map cheating, even though the original Final Fantasy does not give you a mini-map. I would consider that a very, very necessary quality of life update. Man, these wolves are just chipping away at our health here. God! Good thing I'm saving before we jump down the, Ooh, an antidote, I'll take that. Good thing we're saving before we go down. Contrary to popular belief as well, you can use a tent on a marsh space. I didn't think you could use tents in the marsh space in the original version of the game, but you can. Interesting enough. The reason that they have that blank space there is for when you get a special mode of transportation later on in the game. And we'll do a safety save, just because you always do a safety save. Alright, so we did the up path. We're now back in the Marsh Cave again. Fortunately, I know... Oh my goodness. These things can hurt, I think. Okay, maybe they can't hurt. Maybe they just have a bucket load of health. Well... Oh, they do dark. Oh, well, that's not gonna matter. As far as I know, the status effects like dark still don't really matter in this game. I've never seen them cause any detriment to my ability to do damage, so I wouldn't worry. You won't need to get any kind of itemization or spells to remove those effects. Same thing with mute. There was a spell in the original game called Vox that if your character ever got muted, you could cast Vox and remove the mute spell. But funny enough, they never programmed that into the game where enemies could mute you. It never happens. It never happens. So there's so many white magic spells. There's so many white magic spells in this game that are very, very useless, with the exception of a very few. You'll see this configuration of enemies a lot. I don't really want to deal with that, so we're just gonna move on. That's too much potential poison and magic and blah. No. Yeah, red bones. I could take on the red bones. And then dogpile the crawler for now. We'll do that. 8 hits. Of course he's stunned. Of course he's stunned. Because stun is like an auto hit. Stun's a guaranteed hit every time. I forgot. I'm sorry, game. Stab the crawler. Stab the crawler. No. Oh my god, that's 46 damage. Ah! Oh, good. 2 of my characters are stunned. Yes! Yes! You know what? Suck fire! Just as long as he doesn't get 58 damage. Ah! My guys are almost dead. Oh, stun is such an awful... There! Suck fire! Go away! Die now! Ah! Poor K. What did I do? Potions for everybody. Potions all around. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, good. I'm glad my characters almost died so I could get a potion! It's fine. Preemptive strike against some green slimes? Great. Bye. Bye. No one will be able to run. Ah, someone did. Okay. I'm pretty sure it went through 3 people before it let me run. Broadsword! Hey! Didn't need to spend money on a broadsword, you get one in here. Great, that's money. Ambushed. Aha! Don't poison, don't poison, don't poison, don't poison, don't poison. Oh, that's right. This is another effect too. Enemies like werewolves and trolls, they have regenerative health. In the original Final Fantasy game, they didn't have that. So, yeah. That's something that you want to watch out for. Regenerative health. So heal 3. It's not a lot, but it is annoying. Oh, that was a crit. Yeah. Beware the Black Mage. Knife will give you the stab of the Christies. And a potion. Okay, well, I'm glad I wasted 4 potions so I could come up -2 potions. Fantastic. Although 500 XP and 500 gil, I'll take it. Alright. Of course! Poison. Ah! Oh, and just for funsies? Yeah. Every time you take a step, if your characters are poisoned, they take 1 point of damage. Sorry there, Nightveil, for being a guinea pig, but yeah. In the original Final Fantasy, it made this noise. It was so annoying. It was the worst sound in video gaming. Bye. I'm not dealing with you guys. They're weak to magic. I don't feel like using magic on them. Okay, here's where things matter. So I want to go... Of course. Just the first and the last. Because why not? Scorpions! No. Don't rock me like a hurricane, please. I just want to live. Oh! God! Everything hurts! See what I mean? This game does not piss about. This game does not piss about. This game will ruin you if you let it. That's everything. That's all of his level 1 spells gone. Ah, Phoenix down. I want to try something with the Phoenix down later on. Great ooze. Nope, I ain't gonna deal with them either. Goodbye. I know. Yeah, for those of you who are watching on Twitch, yes, I have ads running. I have to. I don't have a choice. Believe me, if I could go ad-free and still be affiliate, believe me, I would do it. Ads are the bane of everybody's existence, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. For those of you watching on YouTube, though, that's not a big deal. Or not as big of a deal. You only get the pre-roll ads, and then that's it. Because my videos will never be long enough that multiple ads will come through. So, meh, we're good there. Okay. Next row is just the first two. And then the last three. No. I don't. Nope. Alright, welcome back, everybody. All you missed was me screaming in pain. Nope. Nope. That's way too much poison. That's way too much healing. That's way too much. I don't want to deal with this. Nope. But thank you, though. Thank you very much for throwing 5 werewolves at me. Absolutely not. And this is why I stocked up on potions. Because, oh man, we're gonna need them. Aha! No! Why, game? Why give me all the things that do the poison? See what I mean? This place is awful. This place is absolutely awful. Cottage, huge. I'll take it. I'll just throw the cottage in my backpack. It'll be fine. See, this I might be able to deal with. Because then I'm just going to do a fire spell and just roast them. And then I might just spend the rest of this marsh cave just running from everything. I don't know yet. But I might just. And fire! Yeah! We're going to save 2 spells for the boss, quote-unquote, of this dungeon, though. Oh, so close to levels up across the board. I love it. Okay. Antidote. I think I know why they give you a phoenix down. Because you're going to need it. I'll give you a potion. Why not? Give you a potion, too. Copper amulet. There we go. I didn't need to spend money on one. Then I think it's the last 3. Preemptive strike against 5 more werewolves. I think that these are the 5 werewolves that I ran from the last time. Let me leave. Thank you. I don't think there's anything in this one. No. So it's the last 3. Okay. And you know what the fun thing is? Is that there are locked keys, or there are locked doors in this place, which means when you get the magic key from the elf prince, you have to come and do this again. And you know what? It sucks just as much the second time you do it as the first time you do it. This place is awful. This is an awful... Like, I remember playing this game with my brother and a couple of our friends way back when. And we would take turns trying to come through this place. And I remember it taking us such a long time to get the... yeah, I should have the follow H command. It'd take us such a long time to get through the marsh cave because we would just keep dying. It was awful. Gargoyles. These things are terrifying because these things hit a lot. And they will ruin your day. There's only 2 of them instead of... Oh, they ran? Oh, that's not nice. They hit a lot. They do many hits. Oh, okay, level up. Okay. Decent level up, too. Again, getting that intellect up. The more intellect, the more damage for spells, so that's good. That actually is a stat that works in this game. Preemptive strike against more green slimes. Guess what that means? Run, bye. Hey, been following for 3 years and 14 days. How about that? Seems just like yesterday. Okay, now we're coming up onto the big boys of this dungeon. This'll be fun. With any luck, I'll be able to avoid fighting 5 of them, but knowing my luck, I'll be fighting 5 of them. Would you count as an OG? Pretty dang close. I missed my streamiversary this year. I started 2021. January 2021, I started streaming. And then I went pretty solid until 2025. And then I took my school hiatus 2025 into 2026. And I'm only just coming off of my school hiatus now because of reasons. that I won't get into on stream. Or on a YouTube video. Just suffice to say that I was in a really bad position, and my position has not improved. Alright, here we go. Alright, monster time. Yeah, 4. Pisco Demons, or Psycho Demons, or Wizards as they used to be called, even though they don't use magic. These things have a lot of HP and they hit like trucks. The only good thing about them is that they're weak to lightning. So as long as I can get my spells off, I should be able to do damage to them. They don't hurt a lot right now because they're hitting that 72 damage. 2 hits, half health. Like, it's just unreal. And they have really good defense too. Aha! See, they can almost one-shot my Black Mage. Yeah, that was 3 of them dropped though. Oh right, we used all your magic. If that doesn't work, give me a potion? Whichever's first. No! Ah! Why? Ah! Marsh Cave, why? Ah! That's so annoying. I should have saved. Of course they go for the Black Mage who's almost dead. Ah! Oh, that's so annoying. Ugh. Now his XP is gonna be off for the rest of the game and it's gonna irk me. Ugh. I can't. Oh, that's so irritating though. Because of course you go after the guy with the lowest HP and you 2-tap him. I'm sorry for the peaking of the sound, but oh my god, that's so dumb. Yeah, no, don't run. You're gonna get the full brunt of my frustration now. That just puts him back. Oh, that's awful. That's gonna irritate me the rest of the game. That's gonna irritate me the rest of the game. Oh, you guys are weak to physical attacks. Or strong against physical attacks. Right. No, you're not. It's the green slimes that are. I forgot. I have mages. Mages all the way down. So they're just not gonna do damage. Yeah. Because of course I fight 4 of them. And of course they almost one-shot my Black Mage. Just, yes, please, please. I'm so done. I'm so done with this place. And I'm not even done with this place. I have to come back here when I get the... Ugh. It's awful. This might not be the most poorly designed dungeon. That still goes to the Earth Cave. But man, in terms of like early game difficulty, this is not nice. The Marsh Cave does not mess about and it will ruin you. This just, like, one fight, 2 characters are poisoned. If I didn't stock up on antidotes, like, it'd be awful. You need everything. You need all the potions, you need all the antidotes, you need all the everything to survive this place. You know what? Nuts to this. You can't do anything, so attack him. You can do something, hit him. You can do something too. Suck fire. At least it'll mess up the guys in the back row. No! Yeah! And fire does more damage to undead too. So that's fun. And because he died, that sets him even further back on the XP trail. Ah, that's so... I'm sorry, but that was so stupid. That's so annoying. They just had to not touch him a second time and he would have been fine. And of course they attack him twice. Because I'm convinced now, based on that, that if you have any characters in red health, they will be the #1 priority. I have a feeling that that might be a mechanic in this game. That if you have a character in the red health, they'll inadvertently increase the likelihood of them being attacked. Well, we survived round 1 of the Marsh Cave, so I'm gonna call that a win. Let's use a cottage. No, we'll use a tent, because at least it's something. Ugh. This used to be how you saved in the game. Because they give you the save menu option, you actually don't save whenever you use a tent or cottage, so you actually have to throw down a save. But that's going to do it for this episode anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you're not subbed to the YouTube channel, you can always hit that sub button. And of course, if you're not following me on Twitch, link is in the description down below as well. When we meet next, we will be looking at what to do with this crown now that we have it, and seeing if my frustration will abate with having my black mage die to wizards. But, you know, Marsh game sucks. Bye!